Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to more WWE 2K16. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Today, we are taking a look at the custom Superstar Creation Suite. We also have a little brief glimpse of Create a Diva a little later on and the Superstar attires also. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video to see that. I'm just going to kind of run through some of the stuff that I recorded with the Create a Superstar. And if you saw my career mode preview, you'll know exactly who we're about to create. So you get a look at some of the hair options here. Of course, hair dye is a brand new feature in 2K16. You guys probably saw that video from WWE 2K Dev showing off how you can kind of dye your hair in certain parts if you really want to make your character stand out a little bit. I know CM Pulse drew sort of a phallic shape on his hair. It was pretty hilarious, to be honest. But a lot more hair options this time around, which is awesome. Because that was definitely one of the features that were lacking in last year's, I almost said career mode. I got career mode on the brain now. Creation Suite. Also, beards. Look at all these beard options. Totally awesome. We finally get long, big, crazy beards, and they look much more realistic. Look at the hair on that beard. It looks substantially more realistic than last year. Face paint options. You know, your typical stuff. Really nothing too crazy here. You got your sort of Jeff Hardy-esque one there. And of course, the face photo capture, which is a brand new feature this year. It allows you to take an existing photo, import it in, and adjust the features around that photo. Of course, the online features were turned off when we got to try the game at 2K. Also, shout out to 2K for flying me out, allowing me to get my hands on this game pretty early. This is not the final build of the game, but it's pretty damn close. But like I said, the online features were turned off, so we couldn't import any actual faces, but that's a new feature that I'm absolutely looking forward to using. Another feature that I was so excited about is this, the face deformation feature. You can take each individual face part, the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and proportion it however you want. As you can see, you can put the eye wherever you want, put the nose wherever you want, and you can just create the most ridiculous looking monster that you could ever possibly imagine. Now, obviously, this feature can be used for much better purposes than what I'm using it for. You can use this to really lock down, you know, the accuracy if you're trying to create a certain superstar, existing superstar that's not already in the game. But obviously, I'm using the feature for hilarity purposes. Now, I'm also testing out the body morphing. I'm slightly disappointed. It's been this way for the past few years. But the largest, bulkiest, heaviest option really isn't that big. You know, I kind of wanted like a Yokozuna type size. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get that this year. But the new wrestling masks, I'm pretty sure Rey Mysterio is not in the game, so you'll be able to create him fairly easily. And another cool thing about the masks is that they shape to your facial structure. So as you can see, my eye down low, the nose to the left, and the mask will actually morph around your facial features, which is really, really cool. I was not expecting that when I saw it. Of course, hats. Most of these you can only use for entrances, your Jester hat, your Santa Claus hat, your Jerry the King Lawler crown, all that type of stuff. Of course, they have a million John Cena hats, because why not? And it's shocking to me that horns are allowed in the ring, but not hats. So hats can only be on your entrance, but you could have horns and potentially impale people. Anywho, here's a list of the presentation names that the announcers will call out. I'm not sure if you saw it, but AJ is at the top. There, you probably got a little glimpse of it right there. But a really cool thing this year about the commentary names is you can move them around. So you have a first name, a last name, and a nickname. You don't have to use all three, but you can place those anywhere you want. So I have Dan Danger, last name. Now I put it in the middle. I'm trying to make Chris Danger. At first, my heart almost stopped because I thought they took Danger out of it. But Danger is a nickname, so you put Chris first, then you will put the nickname in the middle to create Chris Danger! Thank you, Lillian Garcia. I appreciate you. Sounds great. Coming out of your mouth, sounds absolutely awesome. Now, of course, crowd reaction, weight class, hometown, personality, able to change your traits as normal. But once again, these personality traits are a lot more in-depth than they were last year. You can really... I said this in a previous video, you don't just have to be a face or a heel. There are these shades of gray. You know, so you can be a massive massive babyface, but you might have some, you know, some heelish tactics. You might be really aggressive. You might be desperate in those situations and do things that maybe generic babyfaces won't do. So you can really create your character to your liking. And of course, a sneak peek at the new custom Diva. Of course, last year you couldn't create a Diva. This time around, it's a whole new story. Look at all these hair options for the Divas. Really, really in-depth, and you're able to create, hopefully, an accurate representation of Divas, because I know that there's going to be a lot of people looking to create 4 particular WWE Divas that did not make it into the game. I know I'm going to be doing that probably day 1 when I finally get to spend some more time with the creation suite. Of course, the face deformation works just as well with women as it does with the male superstars, so you can absolutely create any type of human or non-human type situation that your heart may desire. Now, how about the custom superstar edits? Well, as you can see, Dolph Ziggler, he no longer wears trunks, he wears tights. So I'm gonna do just a little bit of editing here just to kind of show you some of the options that they have. So you drop some new tights on them, you make them black, you put some logos on it, and bada bing, bada boom, it's kind of his new attire. I didn't have, obviously, all the logos, and I'm not even exactly sure what it says on his pants. I'm gonna have to check that out once the game comes out. But just for the purposes of this video, I use his generic stuff to kind of make his attire, this is Halloween, to make his attire look slightly more accurate to what it is. I couldn't even find a picture, honestly, of his brand new attire, but we got pretty close. It looks a lot more accurate than it did with the trunks, and of course, you can do this for any superstar. Change the colors, change the attire, and make them a little more accurate to their current day look and appearance. So that's gonna wrap it up for this look at the WWE 2K16 Creation Suite. Create a superstar, create a diva, and of course the superstar edits. I'm looking forward to using this quite a bit for 2K16, especially importing logos, importing faces, and trying to make these really... I love a good, accurate create a wrestler or create a superstar. Like, some people spend so much time perfecting that stuff, and I love that kind of stuff. So I might try to do some of that myself. Maybe I'll wait till someone creates a fantastic superstar creation or diva creation, which we're gonna need. But I can't wait to spend more time with that. That's gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button before you go, and stay tuned today for much more WWE 2K16 content. Subscribe now so you don't miss anything. Plenty of showcase mode coming up. I got, oh man, just in these next few days, I got about 10 or 15 more showcase modes for you, so stay tuned for those. Thank you guys so much, as always, for watching, and I will see you soon for more 2K16. You see me right here trying to set up some rivalries. I'm just trying to figure out something, just something cool to put together for this particular video I wanted to show off. Hopefully some sort of cutscenes or anything, but again, unfortunately, I didn't get to any cutscenes. I did a few matches, and no cutscenes came up, even in rivalry matches. So I can't tell you exactly when cutscenes trigger.